What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the MU Stand. This is your latest Manchester United news and transfer news. Malacia has signed for United. Manchester United is pleased to confirm that Tyrell Malacia has joined the club. He signed a contract until June 2026 with the option to extend for a further year. The Dutch defender made 136 career appearances for Feyenoord and has represented his country at every level, from the under-16 to the senior team, with 5 full international caps to his name. I want to know your thoughts, guys. Are you guys happy with this deal? Tyrell Malacia actually came out and said that it's an incredible feeling to have joined Manchester United. And this is a new chapter for me, a new league with the new teammates and a tremendous manager Erik leading us. I know from playing against his team in Eredivisie the quality that he has and what he demands of his players. Whilst I know that I'm still young and will continue to develop, I can promise the United fans that I will leave everything on the pitch. Every time I pull on the red shirt, I will always thankful to Feyenoord for all they have given to me and my family. None of this would be possible if it wasn't for them. Now I'm ready to focus on the future with United and help my new club achieve success. This is basically what Tyrell Malacia said in the official Manchester United interview. Asteroid, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Do you think this is a good signing? You're saying it looks like you're not happy with this signing. You're saying no, sorry, yes, because he's awful. So are you saying he's awful and we don't need him, or are you saying that we need him, that he's a good option for that left back position? John Myrtle also has come out. The Manchester United football director said Tyrell is an exciting and dynamic young footballer with excellent experience for his age, including 5 seasons in the Eredivisie, a European final, and a full international honors for the Netherlands. We look forward to seeing him continue to develop under the guidance of Erik and his coaching team in the coming years. So everybody at Manchester United welcomes Tyrell to this club. To be honest with you guys, in terms of my opinion, I'm very excited about this signing. I think he might be a better option than Luke Shaw. Astro said, I'm a Liverpool fan, remember? Oh, I remember now. No wonder you're not happy with this signing. You don't want any signing. You don't want United to make any signings, right? So this is what Tyrell Malacia has posted. He said it's basically an incredible feeling to sign for Manchester United. Let's enjoy this moment before it's time to focus on the future. Do you think that he would start over Luke Shaw? I don't know. I'm not sure he's gonna be a starter for this team. I think in the beginning he might start to play the Carling Cup and Europa League. I don't expect him to start the first Premier League match. I really don't, unless there is some kind of injuries to Shaw or Telles. And who should we actually get rid of? We have Shaw, Telles, and now Malacia. So it's just, we have 3 left backs now. I don't know how we're planning on actually using Telles or Shaw, because one of them, they have to go. We're not going to start the season with just 3 left backs. That's not the priority signing, in my opinion. I think we needed a CDM. That's our priority. But it looks like we've just signed a left back. Asteroid says, get rid of Ronaldo. Why do you want to get rid of Cristiano Ronaldo? I'm not sure. Of course, you're a Liverpool fan, so you might want him to be gone, but I think he has done well for the team. Without Cristiano, I think this team would be battling for relegation, to be honest. That's how bad the team was. Really. It was that bad last season. And some fans, I don't understand. They're trying to put the blame on Cristiano, but I don't really understand why that is. He actually carried the team. And they want to go on and say, okay, last season, without him, we scored more goals and we finished second. These are some of the arguments that fans make, but I completely disagree with it. I mean, what is your opinion on that? Okay. Asteroid is saying I would keep Shaw over Telles. Telles is another shit player United signed. I kind of agree, but you know, Telles might be... I don't think we've given him enough chance, especially under Ole. I think he started to play under Ragnick more, but I believe Telles could be a good option instead of Shaw. Because Shaw has been in this team for like over 5 years, right? He was there and when Van Gaal was there, and he's yet to cement that left back position and make it his own. He always struggling. He's in and out the team. He's not consistent. He makes a lot of mistakes. I don't know. I don't prefer Shaw over Telles, to be honest with you. Telles has not done enough. He played every game with Ole. I don't think he played every game with Ole. Ole only played Telles when Shaw is suspended or injured. Otherwise, he doesn't actually play. I want to bring up the lineup really quickly. Before I bring that up, smash a like on the video, guys, and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We're going to try to bring you guys the latest Manchester United news. Okay, I think so this is the lineup, okay? So basically, so far, if starting with De Gea, I mean, De Gea is a good player. I don't think we need a replacement for David De Gea. It looks like we're going to continue with Harry Maguire and Varane at the centre-back position. Of course, at the right-back, I expect Dalot to start for this team. I prefer Dalot instead of Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka is just he's not a good right-back. I think he can only defend. Offensively, he struggles. He struggles to get involved in the offensive game. His crossing is poor. And I believe Diego Dalot will start for this team. Unless, of course, we don't sign a right back, which I think is not the priority at the moment. So Malacia, I would rather start Malacia in my starting 11. I would place Malacia on the left-hand side here. This is, of course, expecting Manchester United will play 4-2-3-1. formation. So this would be my back four next season. Even if we sign Martinez, I think Martinez might not be a starter as well. So I don't know. This season, it looks like we're going for not a big name, but we're going for like a backup. Like Malacia is a backup left back. So that it just shows you where United is at the moment. And in the middle, I would go with Fred and De Jong. Of course, De Jong, we have not signed yet. It has not been confirmed yet. So this is just a saga that just continues to amaze me for the past month. We are still struggling to officially announce De Jong's signing. Asteroid says, I would swap United Naby Keita to Manchester United. Just need to give Liverpool 500 M's and I'll give them Naby Keita. Naby Keita is not that good, Asteroid. He's not. He barely starts for your team. So I don't think he could. We don't need him, and he's injured prone as well. I've never seen him play like 5-6 games in a row. He's always in and out the team. He's always getting injured. But this is not about him. This is actually about Malacia joining Manchester United. And I believe we should be starting Malacia over Luke Shaw and Telles. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. You guys think Malacia is a better choice than Telles or Shaw? I think he's a good option compared to Shaw and Telles. He might be a good option. To be honest, I have not watched Malacia. I have not seen what he did at Feyenoord. I have not watched the Dutch league, but I just watched a couple of videos to see what he can do. But you know, a lot of times you cannot judge a player by just watching a compilation of 5-minute video of Malacia and think that he's one of the greatest left back ever. You're not gonna actually, say that, but he just got a good touch. I think I would prefer him over Shaw and Telles. Going back to my formation, this would be my lineup so far. I would go with 4-2-3-1. What do you guys think? Is that the formation you would go for? Or you would go 4-3-3? What do you think that Ten Hag would play? How Ten Hag would set up this team? Get involved, guys. Put it in the chat. Let me know your thoughts, your feelings about this signing. How do you see him settling in this team? Is Malacia a good signing for Manchester United? I want to know your opinion. Get in the chat. Get involved. So going back to my starting 11, I would start Bruno on the left-hand side, put Eriksen in the middle, and put Sancho in the right wing position. Not right wing, but right attacking winger. Because this is the reason why we bought Sancho last season. We bought Sancho to play this position right here. We want him to play this position, but for some reason, Ragnick and Ole started playing him in this position, which just contradicts why we've spent $80 million or pound on him. He should be playing at this position, and I'd rather pick Eriksen in the middle of the park. He can actually start to create chances for our strikers. And Bruno can actually operate on this side. I think he could be effective in this side because I don't want to start Rashford on this position. I think Bruno is a better option on this position. than Rashford. Asteroid is asking, how much did they sign Malacia for? And it depends on the money. I think from what I've heard is about 15 million pound with some add-ons. Like the add-ons are 2 million or something. It's not a bad deal, to be honest. He's not one of the most expensive deals. This is a signing that resembles with United signing Dan James, I think, from a lower tier team. I remember last season or the year before we signed Dan James for around about the same price. He did have a slight impact in the team, but he wasn't gonna be a permanent solution to our forward position. But Eriksen, would you prefer Eriksen to play this role? Let me see. Would you prefer Eriksen to play this role? Or do you prefer Eriksen to be on this side and you expect Bruno to be in the middle of the park and play like this? This could also work, but I expect Eriksen to be in the middle. What do you guys think? Asteroid says, I would say it's a bargaining. He's in Robertson, but he's better than Shaw and Telles. I agree. I mean, he's not going to be competing with Robertson. I mean, Robertson is one of the best left back in the Premier League. It hurts me to say it as a Manchester United fan, but that's just the reality. I think Robertson and what was the right back's name? I forgot his name. Oh my god. Asteroid, what was your right back? Arnold. Yes, Arnold. So Arnold is one of the best in that position. And also Robertson is also one of the best in the left back position. But currently what we have is not competing with Liverpool at the moment. We need to secure top four. Our fight is actually between Arsenal and Spurs and maybe Chelsea. But I really think Liverpool and City are way above us. Even Chelsea, if they sign anybody, the likes of Cristiano, if they sign another forward, I think they're gonna be a very, very difficult team to compete with. I think the teams that we're competing with are Arsenal and West Ham, maybe, and Spurs. Even Spurs have made lots of signings. We've seen what they have done so far. United was the only team not doing any business in June, but finally we've gotten our first signing, Malacia, which I don't know how people are excited about this. Are you guys excited about Malacia signing? We got 17 or 18 people watching. Let me know your thoughts and smash a like on the video. What do you think about the signing of Malacia? Get commenting, get sharing, and get involved in the show. This is your show. I want to know your opinion of what you think about this team. And I put this starting 11. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this starting 11 as well? I think Bruno can stay in the middle, or if it was me, like my preference would be putting Eriksen here. I'll put Bruno Fernandes here. And I'll put Eriksen here. So that would be my team. Martial, of course, we have no choice as a striker who we're gonna play if Cristiano leaves. If Cristiano leaves, the only option is playing Martial or Rashford. Who would you pick? I think I would pick Martial over Rashford. I mean, Rashford has a terrible, terrible season last season. He was awful. He's not the only player. I mean, most of the team suffered last season. No one performed except for David De Gea and Cristiano. These two players are the only players that actually performed last season. Even Varane was struggling. He was getting injured. He was in and out the team. He didn't perform well, but I think it's because of the system we were playing. Actually, we never had a system. It was just so erratic. Especially under Ole, I think the team was dysfunctioning. There is no formation. There is no plan. Just players are doing what they want on the field, and that's never going to work in the Premier League at the highest level. Asteroid is asking, what do you think about Fabio Carvalho? I'm getting him on my Liverpool jersey. I think he's class. He's good. I think he's good. To be honest with you, I have not watched him that much, but I've heard good things about him. I have not seen his highlights or his matches, but he could be a good signing. He could be a good player for Liverpool. How many people think that Dalot is better than Wan-Bissaka? I want to know, because the fan base is kind of divided in half. Some people believe that Dalot is a better right back than Wan-Bissaka, and some think that Wan-Bissaka is a better right back than Dalot. So what do you guys think about that? So we do have here like 20 votes in. So 95% of you says that this is actually a good deal for Manchester United. I think so too. I think it's a very good deal. That's the start of something. I believe we need to announce Eriksen soon, in a couple of days. And this would be my formation. I don't know if we can actually replace Fred with a proper CDM. That would be the good choice. But I don't know where Donny fits in this team. Or is Ten Hag playing 4-3-3? I don't know, because we can go two ways. I think this formation is a little bit, I think, conservative. If we want to be more offensive, I think we can play Donny. We can play Donny and De Jong in the middle and play with this formation. Dion, Ewan, how's it going? Thanks for joining. We got 30 people watching. Smash a like on the video, guys, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. This is Malacia's official signing today. He will be playing for Manchester United. I'm not sure if he's going to be starting. He's going to be included in the starting 11, but for my starting 11, I have selected him and put him there. But do you guys think he's actually going to start over Shaw or Telles? Asteroid says Dalot is he's a better good thing United didn't sell him 2 or 3 years ago. He's quality. Wan-Bissaka sent him back to Crystal Palace. We should. I mean, if we can actually send Wan-Bissaka to Crystal Palace and get our 50 million back, that would be awesome. But that's not gonna happen, is it? I think Crystal Palace robbed us. Even more so Leicester City. I mean, we paid 80 million on Harry Maguire. This guy right here, you're looking at him on the screen. I don't think he should be starting next season. Do you guys think he should start? Let me know in the chat. What do you guys reckon? Let me just take a look at how much actually is the official price we paid for Malacia. I want to double check that. So here's what some of the things that Malacia has said. He did say that I didn't speak to anyone about this decision. I spoke in the past with Robin Van Persie and I played with him and spoke with him about his experience in Manchester. He also gone on to say I always had contact with Thai after he moved to England. So yeah, I was always a good feeling at Manchester United. He said everything was good. He's referring to Van Persie. Says they're the biggest club, and the feeling was good, and he loves it here. Tyrell Malacia gone on to say it's the biggest club in the world, and you can see it because of the fans, the great stadiums, a lot of prizes won. With a new coach, he wants to be winning prizes again, and I want to be part of that team, says Tyrell Malacia. He gone on to say the stadium, Old Trafford, is amazing. A couple of years ago, we had Nike Cup with Feyenoord, a tournament over here. And at the time, I told my dad one time, I will be back here, and it happened. It was great to hear that. And Tyrell Malacia, on playing in front of 75,000 people at Old Trafford, he said, I think it will be amazing, the home games. I love to be on the pitch playing for the fans. That's a good thing. I mean, it's an exciting signing. He's young, energetic. Hopefully he can make a difference in this team. That's exactly what we need and what Manchester United need. So going back to our starting 11, guys. Would you prefer Sancho right here, or would you prefer him on the left? What do you guys think? This would be my best starting 11. As it stands. Of course, this is considering that Cristiano will leave. If Cristiano stays, I'm definitely going to start Cristiano here. And Martial probably can shift over right here. We can actually put Bruno on the bench. But for now, as things stands, I think Cristiano will leave. That's what the rumors are saying. And that's what it looks like is going to happen. I'm gonna stick with this team. And we gotta stop playing McFred in the middle of the park. That is just one of the worst midfield in the Premier League. Fred could actually be a good squad player. I would keep him. I wouldn't sell Fred. But McTominay, he's also an okay player as a squad player, but I don't know. What do you guys think about them? Okay. Let me actually pull up I was gonna pull up the official signing fee for Malacia. I think United have not reported how much they paid for him yet. Yeah. So these are like some of the questions that he was asked. That what about the prospect of playing at Old Trafford in front of 75,000 people? I think I've read that one. Were there any United players that you admire over the years while you were growing up? And he said, Patrice Evra. I love his style, and everything is fast and energetic. Let me just actually put this up. Let me try to put this up for you guys so you guys can actually see this. Give me a second. Okay. So this is some of the things that he has said. So these are some of the questions that he was asked. He has had an unbelievable career at Manchester United. Are you inspired by that? He said, yeah, of course. I want to do everything better. I know that it's going to be difficult, but I set the bar high for myself, and it's what I want. I think he's going to do really, really well for this team. Hopefully. I trust that he would deliver for this team. You always got to believe that he's going to do well. As a new signing, what you can do is just support and see and judge what he brings to the table. So guys, let me know what you think about this signing. Is he a good signing for Manchester United? Do you think he will start over Shaw or Telles? Leave your comments below this video. And thanks everyone for joining. Smash a like on the video. And I'll speak to you soon. Peace. you guys can hear me. Just let me know in the chat if you can hear me. We're having some audio issues. Please just say you can hear me. Okay, Azan is asking, is De Jong coming or not? I think he is coming. I don't know what the latest status is because they're still negotiating. I think the two teams... So Barcelona wants to sell De Jong and Manchester United wants to sign De Jong as well. But De Jong doesn't want to come based on my information. Honor, thanks for joining. Great addition, by the way. For such more 50 million. Okay, so you're saying it's cheap that we're getting Eriksen for free and then we spent 15 million on Malacia. It is a great signing. I think it's a great deal so far. We have not spent that much money on two players. Obviously, we're going to spend that money on De Jong. But De Jong, I don't want to force De Jong. See, the thing is, we've done the same thing previously when we signed Di Maria. If the player doesn't want to come, we should not be forcing the player to come. And we know what happens when you do that. I mean, I think I'm not saying De Jong is going to come and he's going to start playing bad, but I'm just saying that as a United, we shouldn't be forcing players to join our team. This is the biggest team in Europe, if not in the world. I mean, this is one of the biggest teams in Europe. So we shouldn't be begging players to come to us. And I don't understand how the board is still yet to announce De Jong's signing. What is taking so long? Really don't get it. Azan says, thanks for that information. You're welcome. But what do you guys think about this formation? 4-2-3-1. Where do you think Eriksen will play? Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think? Get involved. We have 30 people watching. Smash a like on the video as well. It helps out the channel. And subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We try to bring you guys the latest Manchester United news daily. But this is the formation I would go with. I would go with 4-2-3-1. I would probably play Eriksen in the middle. I would play Bruno on the side. And this is, of course, giving that Cristiano would leave. If he leaves, our striker is going to be Martial or Rashford. And I prefer Martial. Do you take Martial or would you take Rashford as a starting 11 next season? Put it in a comment. Let me know. So Fred, I think Fred will start with De Jong. My preference is to play a proper CDM with De Jong. But so far, we have not signed any CDM. So currently what we have is Fred or McTominay. So I would go with Fred here instead of McTominay and put De Jong here eventually when we sign him. And I'll put Eriksen behind Martial as a creative force. And I'll put Sancho in the right side, which is why we bought him in the first place. I mean, we spent 80 million last season for Sancho to come in and play this position. We wanted him to play this position. But guess what? Ole decided to play him here for some reason. And I don't understand. We've chased him for like 2 years to play him in this role. And now we're playing him in this position. How ridiculous is that? So now the rumors are we're trying to sign Anthony in this position right here on the right-hand side. He would be a good signing if we can get him. Hazan Ahmed says, I think Bruno winger next season. Yeah, bro, I think so too, because what I'm looking at is the team we have. And the team we have, Bruno, Eriksen, Donny, kind of play the same role, don't they? I mean, they're not the same type of players, but they kind of operate in the same position. So that is my concern. So I think Bruno has to be pushed to the left. And I'll put Sancho here, put Bruno here, and start Eriksen here. And I could rotate Eriksen with Donny. This is basically, this is the formation we should be playing, especially against the smaller teams, the likes of, the lower teams, the teams that we can dominate ball possession. At Old Trafford last season, if you look at our team, we struggled against low block teams. We couldn't dictate the game. We just have the possession. We play, what we do is play side to side, side to side, side to side, go back to De Gea and kick the ball. That's what we used to do last season. I think now we need a creative force in the middle of the park. If we play De Jong, Eriksen, and Bruno at the same time, I think that's a lot of creation right there. That hopefully Martial can deliver for United next season, because if we lose Cristiano, I'm not sure who's gonna come in and score 18 goals in the Prem. I just don't know. I know Martial is not gonna do it. I know Rashford is not gonna do it. I don't know any striker available on the market that can give us 20 goals. Connor says Bruno can play a false 9. That too. I think that's a great point. It's a very good point, Connor. I think Eriksen can play here, and we can actually play Bruno as a false 9. Like this. And put Martial here, sorry. We could definitely use this formation. And like this. I think this could definitely work. Of course, we yet to find out how Ten Hag will set up. We're still confused on, are we going to set up 4-3-3? Are we going to set up 4-2-3-1? Are we going to set up like this with the false 9? Is yet to be seen. Azan Ahmed says, Maguire out, Lisandro Martinez in, bro. I agree. But the facts are, we've yet to sign Martinez. I know there's rumor that we're trying to hijack the deal between Arsenal and Ajax. And I've seen Fabrizio Romano coming out and saying that United are favorites to sign Martinez. But I'm waiting for Martinez to be completed. Once that is done, we can definitely play him here in this position. I would get rid of Maguire immediately. I mean, he doesn't deserve to be starting matches, let alone be the captain of the team. What do you guys think about him being the captain? Can you imagine if you are Cristiano and Maguire is your captain? I mean, just think about it for a second, how that feels. Yeah, I think this formation could be a useful formation. I would put Martinez here. So this would look like a good team, to be honest. And we need to get a CDM. We need to get a proper CDM that we can play, that can operate this position right here. My best formation would be to go like this. Instead of Fred getting like somebody like Sangari, a proper CDM, or Basuma, players like Casemiro, Fabinho. These are the players that we need in this position. Currently, I don't know who's on the market that we can actually get a CDM for. We have 30 people watching, guys. Smash a like on the video if you like this content. I'm going to try to bring you guys the latest Manchester United news daily, and subscribe to the channel and put the notification on so you don't miss anything. So going back to our formation setup. So this was what I prefer. This team could play like this, I think. So 4-3-3 essentially, but a proper CDM. We need a proper CDM instead of Fred. Fred is not a CDM. Fred is somebody that you can play right here or right here. He can be an exchange for, a substitute for De Jong or Eriksen here, or Donny. But we need to sign a CDM. We need 2 strikers. I believe we need 2 strikers now that Cristiano is leaving. Before even the announcement of Cristiano wanted to leave, we needed a striker. We needed a backup striker for Cristiano. But now it's official that he wants to leave. We definitely need 2 strikers. And I don't know who's on the market that we can actually get. Aaron Gucci, how's it going? Thanks for joining. If Ten Hag really worked with McTominay, he can be a great player. Box to box, top midfield. He has pace, strength, good passing, shooting, and good tackling. I kind of disagree with that. I think some of the things that you've said right there is true, but he's basically operating. He's a box-to-box player, meaning he's gonna be like Bruno, isn't it? Like Bruno is that type of player. He's not really a number 10 by my eyes. He's not the type of player that creates chances like Bernardo Silva or David Silva back in the days. He's not that type of player. Bruno is like a box-to-box player who likes to shoot. And he always tries this fantasy ball, always risking a lot, loses possession a lot. I think McTominay is similar. And McTominay, his weakness is he cannot pass the ball. He's not good at passing. Yes, he's good at playing box to box, or he's good at sometimes scoring and shooting and stuff. But in terms of actually as a midfielder, in terms of creating chances, in terms of dribbling past players, he cannot do it. We've struggled last season. You've seen it. I mean, it's not just me. We all saw what he did last season. Okay. Let me just take a look at. We first need a center back, defending midfielder, and a right back, says Wanjala Fred. I completely agree with that statement. We do need a center back. So this is the reason why I put Martinez here. Hopefully we can sign Martinez here. Martinez with Varane could be a very good partnership. And then, of course, we need a defending midfielder, which is a CDM, a central defensive midfielder. This is the position that we are in need of, desperate. I mean, we really, really are desperate to sign a player right here that can play this position. And the right back, I think, is secondary in my opinion. Yes, Delote and Wan-Bissaka are not good enough. They are not up to the standard of Manchester United. But at the moment, I think our weakness is the CDM position. And right now, the striker position is also a big concern. I was mentioning that earlier. Who is going to replace Cristiano's goal? Who's going to score 20, 24 goals per season? I don't think any of them can do it. So looking at the poll I created in the chat for the question, are you happy with the deal? 94% that they are happy that Tyrell Malacia has signed. I think the other question is he going to start for Ten Hag? That's the question I want to see people answer. Is he actually going to start? Is he going to be in the starting 11? Or is he going to be on the bench? Azan Hamid is asking who captain next season. I was hoping to get Cristiano to be the captain, but now that he's leaving, I would give it to De Gea. I think I would give it back to De Gea. De Gea has been consistent, has been one of the most consistent players last season. So I would give it to him. Maguire cannot be our captain. Maguire can never be the captain of this team. Maguire shouldn't play for this team, as far as I'm concerned. With the performance he showed last season, he should be a squad player, if not gone. Arian Gucci says, remember when Rashford used to play striker and he was only 18? Yes, he was only 18, but we did play him as a striker under Ole. I believe the Rashford, Greenwood, and Martial, they played as a front three. They were kind of rotating and playing that position. And I really don't think that he delivered in that position. And last season, it was just awful. It was a terrible season. It's not just for him, by the way. I mean, every player suffered last season. So you would think that it's not individual issues. It was a team issue. There was no togetherness last season. Obviously, that's going to change this season. So things will get better. Azan Ahmed is saying Bruno or De Gea. I think I've answered that question already. De Gea should be our captain. Bruno whines a lot. If you've seen him during games, he's always arguing with the referee. He's always whining. He's not a leader. And he makes a lot of mistakes during matches. So he can never be a leader. And what has he won to actually United be considering him as a captain? How is he going to lead the team? David De Gea, has won trophies with United. He's won the Premier League under Sir Alex. So he can actually try to convince players and try to let them know when they're doing something wrong. Versus Bruno, we just bought him from Sporting. He is not a leader. Connor is asking, why is Fred at the CDM? Exactly. So I was referring to, we need a CDM in this position. I don't want to play Fred here. Eventually, if we don't sign the CDM, this is what's going to happen. This is what I think is going to happen. This is the formation I'm expecting. next season. Sancho is going to be placed on his right position, and his best position, I believe. He should be playing here. And Eriksen will stay in the middle. Martial up top, and Fernandez on the right wing position. So Fred is not just going to be a CDM. It's going to be 2 CM, basically. You're going to play with 2 central midfield. Before we actually end this, let me know in the comments, guys, what you think about Malacia signing. Is he a good signing? Is he gonna start for this team? Is he gonna be in the starting 11? Let me know your thoughts. What do you reckon? So we end the stream here. Thanks everyone for joining. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And I'll see you soon. Thank you. Peace.